Alrighty guys, good morning. My name is Tito Rock 666 underscore. We're gonna go ahead and keep going where we're left off at, which is probably finally the main storyline again. I'm pretty sure I finished everything. Yep. Good thing too. Oh, I have a freaking side quest in here. Side quest. I'll talk to her and see what happens.
A moment, Sid. A team of curse.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by a Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion.
I don't know. I feel like now that I'm older, maybe I'm just gonna stick to the main storyline. But before I remember being like, "Oh, this is a side quest. I can't wait to do it." Or maybe it's just
they're fine.
It's just
what
boring
if I've got
to
them
me.
all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
Sure.
I'll go and find.
Thank you. The plan was to...
That should be enough to go.
I don't know about being a priority, but I'll definitely, if I see it, I'll do it. Let me first finish the Titan.
White as a sheet when they brought her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
That's pretty awesome.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
That sounded so wrong, though.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
What a way to put it. That's really cool. So now I'm like, is it technically my dog anymore? Is it my dog? See, like, the main storyline information is pretty enjoyable to listen to, but the side quest, I mean, I already know it's gonna be either I'm gathering some shit, rescuing someone, or I'm killing something. So I'm like,
Well, we've done it without you. You and everyone else. but I promise I'll pay you back.
Which makes sense,
I'm gonna
but
work my fingers
you
to the
know.
bone for you lot, starting right now.
I'm just let's move on. Kill
Just
it.
you
Let's
wait.
kill it. Whatever it is.
I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
This is the workshop she was talking about?
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Okay.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Pull out your sword. Oh? Oh, never mind.
For your trouble.
Oh,
It was a pleasure.
nice.
In hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Ooh, I like that there's gold inside my sword. I didn't know there was gold stuff in my sword. Ooh, what's happening here?
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
What a bad mother.
Of course, none of this would have been possible.
I'm against the way
without
she's
your
treating the
timely
kid.
Intervention, Prince
He's not a toy.
Indeed,
He's
I
not a
doubt
pet.
any of us would have had the courage to trade words with
You
the
can love your
likes of
kid,
Martin, nor less the wit
but
to
not
win
to the
it.
point of this.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Is that Dion or whatever?
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw
was
their
that?
troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Oh
Dion?
God, I hate that lady.
Yes, sire.
Look at that sick portrait or whatever painting. He's gonna smack me with the fucking flower. I mean, smack him with the fucking flower.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance.
Is that his son?
I shall depart at once.
Must be his son, because I mean, he wants to rebel. Oh, I can't stand her. I can't wait to shove my sword down her throat. Split her open.
May Gregor forgive you.
Gregor.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So he's thinking about betraying him?
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their own. It's just one thing after another around here.
You know, it's funny. I went to visit my family recently, and I don't know when the conversation happened or what caused the conversation to happen or whatever. But apparently, my sisters were like, "Oh, yeah, Tito's such a mama's boy," and I'm like, "Excuse me, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about?" And they're like, "No, yeah, you're a mama's boy," and I'm like, "No, no, no, no. If they get worried, they are overly protective of me, and they get extremely worried of me if I get sick. But a mama's boy, dude." And they're like, "No, no, well, like, what about this?" And I'm like, "Dude, you serious that you call that mama's boy? Nah. If anything, I'm a papa's boy. But even then, I'm not like, I don't know, traditional, you know, like, I guess you could say, like, oh, I can't wait to spend time with my mom and dad." No, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do want that, but I'm not like gasping for air if I don't, you know? I know there's people out there that are like, "Oh, I gotta visit my mom. I gotta visit my mom." And then my dad says, I was a mama's boy. And I'm like, your situation's a little more hardcore. The reason why you're a mama's boy, you know? Like, you know, my grandpa was a piece of crap growing up. So, like, he will beat basically my dad and beat my grandma and things like that, you know? So I understand why he was a mama's boy. Because he was there to protect her. So, if no one was protecting her, then bad things will happen to her. So that's the reason why my dad was a mama's boy. But I'm not a mama's boy. My mom is not. I love my mom, but she's pretty cold. Like, she's pretty cold. She's not as cold as some other people that I talk to. Like my wife's mom. Oh, Jesus fuck. Or like other people. Just, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I'm not a mama's boy.
Ah, my dear nephew.
I respect both my parents, but I'm not like, "Oh, mom," you know? "Oh, mom, I gotta talk to you." Don't get me wrong, maybe I should be a little bit more like that. But that's not the way I am. I care about them deeply, but I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not like a little boy that was like, I don't know. I don't have to explain it. I'm not a mama's boy. Don't know. I don't feel like I'm a dad's boy or something. Should I try my alarm? No one's home. I'm not even paying attention what's going on outside. Not that I think anything's gonna happen, but you never know. This. Okay. Never mind. Someone is on with me. But yeah. It's my little story right there. I don't know. There's people I met that are like, "Oh, I need my mom's approval," or stuff like that, and I'm like, why? But I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're very good parents, though. I think they're like, if I'm sick, if I'm feeling bad, something, of course they're gonna try to make me feel better, give me medicine, things like that. That's the reason why I never tell them there's something wrong with me, because I already know they're gonna be like, oh my god, my kid. Because when I was growing up, I would get really sick, you know, like really, really badly sick. So they're traumatized. But now I'm like, if I'm sick, that's my problem, you know, I'll figure it out. Or like, I'll be telling my sister, say, don't tell them anything, but I got this, I have that, I'm sick right now. I won't be able to see you guys because I have COVID. I don't know, whatever the case may be, you know? But, anyways, moving on.
Missed you.
Nah, mama's boy.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most Outlandish
My
tales
voice
of
is
your
a pop-up
heroics in
boy. Oh,
Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Wow.
2,000?
Is that a lot? Because I got like 65,000, all right?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea.
Well, I would think.
So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him?
Back home?
Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
That's what I was thinking. But the way she explained it is much more details. Well, yeah, he's basically dying.
It was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away.
That's why I was like, let's
Now
attack
I
them.
think about it.
But you
There
never
was
know.
something a
What if
little
I'm wrong?
strange about
They
the
went
ships
somewhere
I
else and they
saw.
come back for vengeance and
The men
destroy
seemed
everything here.
almost
Again.
crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
All right, let's do this.
Mid's finished
You're
outfit
my
my little
friend.
workshop, boy.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before...
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal.
Oh, no?
All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving.
You can count on us.
Let's do this mission real quick.
Slavers don't even bother with Northridge now all the highball fled south.
Come on, doggo.
Good girl.
Be safe. Get me back on my feet. I'll tear those.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you...
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's
the goblins may still be out there. All right. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers...
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Sorry, I'm skipping through. It's just a side mission, that's why.
Come on. They're trying to get into the carriage.
Oops.
Nice try.
Damn, don't know.
Nice try. Nice try.
Wrong button. Okay.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you...
Too late, buddy.
You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Okay. Perfect.
If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself, or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us.
Mm-hmm.
We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will.
In time.
In time.
Being a leader is hard. Nah, at least she's being thoughtful, not like the other guy. He's like, ah, whatever, people die, whatever, moving on. She's at least being thoughtful. Just seconds, not worth it. I want the ability to be instant. I don't think, no, not him.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
No,
you
no.
watch yourself out there, all right?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, so... Come again. I may have more for you.
It's not her fault. You can think all you want and be as cautious as you can, but
all right, Uncle. I'm ready
things
to
are
depart.
predictable, you know. Sometimes
Shall
something
we?
else completely
Out
of the blue will
let us
happen. Like for
away to
example,
adventure.
you're about to kill the Titan, and all of a sudden, the purple people come in, whatever their name is. I don't. The Thunder people come out of nowhere to help them out. Why? There an alliance between them? I don't know, but sometimes things out of your hand. You can only make proper decisions and see if things pull through, you know? They need to like think it, just be more calm about it. Ooh, we're still gonna get to the location we need to go to.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Does it look any different from last time you were there?
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to kill the Titan. What's the map look like?
Our destination lies over that dune.
Is he gonna try to
beyond the
fight?
ruins.
He's not gonna help me fight, right?
Well, Clive, it's all too easy to lose one's bearings.
Helldiver. Haha. Oh, he is helping or something.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you, sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
I can't completely. I couldn't hear what the hell we were talking about. The Chocobo friendlies? I'm guessing they are until you attack them. Good morning. Good morning.
Who do you think those soldiers were, I mean?
Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes, I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town.
Okay.
Ready, go?
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my dog. And my bird. Oh, maybe he smells it.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Mm-hmm.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Lentils sound so good. My wife cooks it so freaking.
Would you rather be my squire?
She cooks it. She cooks it so good. I forgot the name of it, but it's lentil soup. Mmm. Uh-oh.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
What if you don't make it at all?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
It's desert and they have torches? Hell no. I mean, it looks really nice, but if you really think about it, how freaking high must it be? Unless they're on like underground a little bit, where temperatures may be a little bit colder. But I'm sure they're not that cold.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's
make it so obvious, dude.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
God damn it, Uncle.
Sorry.
Lock the door. Feel like they're being followed.
Can
or
you
something.
walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on, friend.
Oh, people walking away. Oh, he's moving out of the way, basically.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
All right, let's not burn down this tavern. So.
Take you.
Try it. Let's try.
Damn it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
I just want to do like some crazy attack when I'm like inside a tavern. I'm gonna blow this freaking place apart. Ooh.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
She's not gonna say anything. What the fuck? Oh wow, look at that.
Now's our chance.
No wonder there's an inn right there.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive?
Why upstairs? What made you think that door? The medicine. Don't forget the medicine. I'm pretty sure he forgot the medicine. Oh, he's gonna be like so like
What
him.
is it now?
He always say that he's vegetables or whatever. No wonder he's sick.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Why the fuck did she not tell him? Oh hey, your brother's downstairs. You wanna go see him? Or they're purposely hiding from him?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do.
Look at that
now.
water.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
What a view right here. Look at that. Probably not. I don't know. What if it's worth drinking, or is it super salty maybe? I don't know. But really nice.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Let's kill him.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
I spit this dog in front of all this, in front of this naked man.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh,
I
not
won't keep
really.
you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
This water's, that's probably salt. So this water must be super salty. Is there any fish in the water? Probably not. Oh, there is. Well, we have a source of food.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep... Just look at the detail.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
Ooh. So that's what that's for. I was just looking at it right now too, like, do they just carry a crystal on their side so they can use it for something? But I wasn't sure. But now I witnessed it as they're pulling it out of their pocket. So now I know. Ambush.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Okay. Whoops, I killed myself. Come on, Uncle. You know what? Oh, that's smart. Damn it. Technically, this should be killing basically everyone here. But whatever. Oh, sure, I guess so.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure, then. He just run off.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like it in a cloud with a crust.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience.
How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
Must be her boy.
I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance.
Sid the Second.
Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right.
Let's do it.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
Okay.
A deposit.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much.
Follow the crystal.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Look at the chocobo.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Which, that's their survival right there, to be honest.
I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
We're here?
Huh?
Oh, you think he's...
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Yeah, leave him alone. He's trying to do something. Aha. So I'm probably we're gonna come
Care
to
to
is there
explain why you're
something
giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged. and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Why is the tavern shut?
All right, let's do this.
Come on.
Let's go kill something. Probably like in another 15-18 minutes, I'm probably gonna get off, make myself some breakfast, some delicious breakfast, and then I'll come back. Because my wife is not home today, and gives me the reason why I can be playing non-stop. Like yesterday, I said I was gonna come back, but then it just got busy, you know? It was a really nice time to watch My Hero Academia. I kept watching the show, which I came to realize I can't dislike many of the characters in that show, in the anime. But it's starting to turn good.
I'll take it from here.
It better be good, because I think I'm getting closer and closer to the end, I guess, of where the most updated stuff. Ooh.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Imagine that, like, just you can only take one.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Who is them? Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Oh.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Oh, that sucks. Look at that guy. Get over here. Poor guy. He was just minding his own business. I don't know. I mean, they're still bad people, but whatever. The way he said it, he sounded like he felt betrayed.
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Who can obscure? Well, hopefully they die from this. More? I think it's really cool that oh, a Chocobo. Oh. I'm sorry, Birdie. Damn it. Hate this ability. It does do a lot of damage, but still. Get him, buddy. Woo, level up. I'm at 1,000 skill points. Wonder what I can do with that.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
That's fine. But yeah, they have so much ability. Those crystals have so much power that they can not die of thirst with them. That's what I'm thinking about. Hey, Eddie.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
Wow.
I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
My badge.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Cid.
Umia Stelan. Tu Isakelis.
It's cool.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Understand completely. He just wants to help his people out.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Woo. I was hoping for something else. Can I buy something from here? Oh no! Side missions.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice.
Least accomplished.
Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be a
So.
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind: the spirit of Dalamil.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Yeah. Hopefully. Am I gonna do it? I'm not sure. I'll think on it.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it
Damn
into
it,
a
there's so
riddle.
many other missions.
I better get to it.
Alrighty guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some breakfast because I am hungry. Oh, it does show you. Huh. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a good time. If you're new to the channel, it does help me out greatly if you hit that follow button. And me and Getty are gonna go get something to eat because I'm hungry. I'm sure he's hungry too. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll be back in a little bit, and yeah, see you soon. You guys take care. Bye bye.